Alright, here we are back for round 5. And we are on the play. It's a slow hand, but it's keepable hand, and Swamp into Mindrak Demon is looks like that'll be pretty good. One piece of solid removal, one piece of mediocre removal, and a crow. Should be able to do something with this. So as long as we're not against turn 2 vamp or turn 2 werewolf, turn 3 werewolf will be okay. Although now it's not so bad. The Quilled Wolf. Quilled Wolf's pretty good. There's that swamp. Alright, well, let's just curve out. I probably won't block the Quilled Wolf. Especially given that we have, like, Rabid Bite and we have Crow that we can block with instead. Plus, if our opponent's not actually going to cast anything, it'd be pretty good, too. Hermit. Well, I don't have a ton of instance, but they ended up taking a forest instead. Interesting. So if I attack and confront, I should have played the forest. I guess it doesn't matter. If I attack, they block, I confront, we get in for a bunch of extra damage, and then I played the Mindrak Demon next turn. Probably like that over playing the crow, because then we get a clue that we can just crack as well. So I'm going to do that. And if they have a confront of their own, I guess that's probably okay. Alright, the one-time confront is pretty okay in our deck. Excellent. And then we have an instant in our yard, which means the odds of Mindrak Demon getting online without any damage to us is very good. Very, very good. Oh, for a second there I thought that was my draw step. I was like, oh god, did I click through my turn already? No, we did not. Alright. Cowards can't block warriors. And the Mindrak Demon. Spin that wheel. Land, Stoic Builder. Womp, womp, womp. We do have Rabid Bite, though, for a sorcery if we really want to, so we're in pretty okay shape. If our opponent, you know, plays a wolf and holds back to block, we Rabid Bite it and crack in for 9, and then they're on a clock. All right. So the question is, and it is a question. Do I Rabid Bite the Partisan to give them a token? I don't really like that. I could Rabid Bite the Howlpack Wolf, and then they have to block with a silver for Partisan just to save 2 damage and kill the Shredder. And then I can play the Relentless Dead. Yeah, I think I like that. So why don't we do that? So let's fight the wolf. Oh, they get the token because it's a wolf. Aha! Whoops. That was not smart. Whoops. I forgot that was a wolf. Alright, well. I guess I'm still going to attack in. Own the mistake. That was a punt. We're still in okay shape here, assuming our opponent doesn't actually draw any lands. So, a little lucky there that our mistake is not going to hurt us all that much, hopefully. And we just slam the Gloom, call it a day. Well, I'm glad that didn't cost us too much, but we'll be a little more careful next time. All right, turns out, like, turn 4 Mindrak Demon is a pretty good game. Really didn't see anything that I'm super interested, except again, this Relentless Dead Moldraff Scavenger to block 3/3s. And to get through 3/3s, well, Relentless Dead does have Menace. This is so tough to cast on turn 2, which is when it's really good. I guess it's good 3 and 4 as well. Alright, I'm just going to run it back. This time with fewer punts. And we have... I mean, it needs a land, but it's pretty okay even without it. Like, we can miss a land drop for a couple of draws, and we'll be okay. Pacifist, Quilled Wolf, Byway Courier once we get there. Confront the Unknown if we don't. Swamp into Revenant. Yeah, let's do it. And Mr. Mindrak Demon, right on time, buddy. You might not get cast this game. Slayer's Plate. You know, land might be really good because then we can just crack the landscape, get a swamp instead of playing anything, and then flip the Pacifist. Alright, let's just play the Quilled Wolf. Call it a day. Probably trade these off. I wonder if our opponent's looking for Delirium. Probably okay with that. Well, do I care? Yeah, let's block. The Hermit. Alright, well, Cultivator starts getting closer to actually being able to do something. So we just want to make sure that we cast things on our turn. Swamp? Haha, swamp. So good. Like, do we just go for it here? Do I just go for the Mindrak Demon again? We could... What could we do? We play Relentless Dead. And I don't want to play Confront, so that's not something that I want to do. Alright, well, let's just go for it. That's what we do. We go for things. 2 card types. Uh-oh, we're going to take a ton of damage. That's pretty gross. I guess that does let our Pacifist attack, but the Thornhide Wolves are just going to block down the rest of the way, so it doesn't really do much. So I need an instant in the yard, and I need a land in the yard, which that might be tough to get. I could double block, right? What does double blocking do? What do we lose to? If I block and they pump, what happens? If I block and pump, if I block and they double strike, you know, okay, double block is really bad for that. You know what? I'm gonna block and make them have it. Yeah, I can't just take 8 a turn, so if they're going to kill this, I want them to kill it. Just go ahead and kill it. Alright. I can't take 4 off this, plus 4 off the Mindrak Demon. I just can't. It's just not something I can actually do. Crow? Alright, land. I can pop the Warp Landscape, get a land in the yard, and then Confront the Unknown probably works pretty well too. Yeah, crack it. That gives us Deathcap Cultivator Delirium too, for Death Touch. Alright, what are my options? Well, we definitely attack with the Pacifist and the Mindrak Demon. Well, if I do that, that's really not that great, because then I'm not blocking anything, so I definitely need to hold something back to block. So I want to get Death Touch online so I can trade it for the Wolves at least. And the Pacifist can just trade for the Howlpack Wolf here or something like that, or the Hermit. Alright, so let's just crack in for 4. Ah, the combo. Alright, Clip Wings. Alright, well that changes things a bit, I guess, because now I'm not in a huge rush. I can just play the Byway Courier and we can double block the Wolves. I can play the Slayer's Plate and the Relentless Dead. Set up, just take 4 off the Wolves and set up for a equipping a Slayer's Plate on the Pacifist or something like that. Byway Courier does trade up fairly well. You go Byway Courier plus Relentless Dead. Don't want to cast this Confront the Unknown on my turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana means, like, if I draw a land, then I can play Slayer's Plate and equip it next turn. So I'm gonna play out 2 things here. I might just have to take some damage off the Wolves. Slayer's Plate plus Relentless Dead would be okay too. Basically the Abyss. Opponent only has 1 card left in hand, so Clip Wings is really not that great against us. It hits 2 targets. So if our opponent like swings out, obviously they don't swing the Hermit, but we probably double block the Wolves. Just throw like Pacifist plus the Relentless Dead in front of it. Revenant plus Slayer's Plate would be pretty good too. We got a lot of really good things basically. That's where I'm going with this. We got a lot of really good plays. If we can just get out of this turn in decent shape. Okay. Yep. Alright, well, I'm just going to trade off. No problem. Block here, double block here. I stick, you know, 1 creature sticks around. We take 3, go to 13. We have a Revenant to gain some life. It's probably okay. Wow, just back right off. Okay. We're gonna go like this. Because if they have anything that gives +1 toughness, so that Rush of Endurance or whatever it's called, and this still gets them. And they can still only kill 1 thing if they don't have a pump spell. So, yeah, let's do that. Crow doesn't do much here. Potentially gets whatchamacallit online. Death Touch online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relentless Dead could attack and confront. and then we play like the Revenant or the Crow or something like that. This probably doesn't actually get blocked, though. I really don't want to play Confront on my turn. Maybe that's okay. It probably doesn't get blocked. I mean, if it does, that's totally fine. We can Confront, get it back, and then play a Crow. Or a Revenant. Probably the Revenant. Alright, well, let's see what happens here. Confront is not very good on our turn. Or on our opponent's turn, I mean, so... Courier's going to hold off the use. We may take 3 from the Howlpack Wolf. That'd probably be okay. Let's play the Revenant. This is good because it means that our opponent has to give up something that I want to kill. Yep. Alright, we'll kill the 4/3. Yes. Alright, here we go. Pay the black. Yes, please. And let's just play the Farbog Revenant. Call it a day. We'll probably take 3 from the Howlpack Wolf, although at this point we can probably trade it off with the Byway Courier. Since the youths aren't on the table anymore. Oh, Breakneck Rider. Alright. I need a land. I'd like to equip Slayer's Plate, please. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Now, what do I equip? Probably the Farbog Revenant, right? Gain 5 life. Opponent has to, if they want to kill it, they have to put like the Breakneck Rider plus like the Howlpack Wolf in front of it. Yeah, let's do that. Plus it has Skulk. I guess we kill the Hermit. Do I care? I don't care about the Hermit, right? What does a Hermit flip to? Flips to a 3/5. Opponent's probably going to flip the Breakneck Rider, which just gets blocked. We just block the Byway Courier. So I'll probably kill the Hermit then. Yeah. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. Although they can't attack this turn, so I still get to play something. So yeah, this will be totally fine. Yeah, I'll just take my 2. And they revealed nothing but land. Perfect. So this means the Breakneck Rider doesn't flip. And we get... What do we get to do? We get to play Crow. Doesn't really block anything. Relentless Dead blocks fairly well, I guess. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So now we can play the Relentless Dead, equip the Slayer's Plate, and still have mana up to block. Nug ya for 7. Gonna have to sack this Warp Landscape at some point so that I can get Death Touch on the Cultivator. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 damage here. Oh, I gotta remember to pop the clue. Assuming they don't attack. Alright, well, I probably block here, make them pump the wolf. Or I could double block the Breakneck Rider. Actually, that's probably not too bad either. What if I double block the Breakneck Rider? I take 3 plus 6 is 9, and I go to 10. I could just take 6. Does this gives them trample, right? Yeah. You know, I'm gonna double block. I can still float the black mana. I think that works because we won't be leaving combat. So we'll float the black. Oh no, it doesn't work that way. Right. Okay. Oh no, maybe it does. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. That was a mistake. I should have just popped the clue. All right. Well, lesson learned. Ouch. All right. That hurts. That hurts. What are you doing? What are you doing that for? So 3, take 9, crack back for 6. This is not looking very good for us, actually, now that I think about it. Reduced ashes. That was very unfortunate. Yeah, take 3. So opponent wants to play something, so that's why they didn't attack with the wolf. Which, interesting to me. What do they have? Aim high? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 mana. It's probably just got to be aim high, right? No? No aim high. Alright, well, Watcher in the Web will block any number of creatures. Six. I'm gonna risk not blocking here, I think, because I can aim high next turn. Yeah, and for the win, I'm just gonna let it through. They can't pump 6 and double strike it. They can rush of adrenaline and double strike it, I guess. They would have attacked with both, I think, if they had that, though. Yeah. Cool. And game. Whew, almost punted that one away. But we did it. And game. Slayer's Plate is amazing. It just makes any random 2-1 just an insane threat. So, all right, we got away with a couple of mini punts there, but that is okay. We are now 4-1, going into round 6, and so we will see you back here in a couple of minutes.